felt pretty good to see the Chiefs offense click together and produce 460 yards of total offense. That doesn't mean that the defense let up, though, Peter Strager. Second to the Swifties correcting people getting things wrong, I do apologize to House Harry Potter. I don't know why I said Ravenclaw. Nope.
Slytherin, Peter. Like Draco.
You look like, no, you don't look like Draco. Draco Malfoy. You're evil. Peter, you're wonderful. We love you. Talk to us about how the Chiefs got to 5-0 on Monday night.
You know, this is their most complete victory of the season. They've pieced together victories, but they haven't looked like the dominant team. Yesterday, they did on all three facets. And I'll say this, we obsess so much about the offense and how they're going to fill in players and how they're going to fill the void of Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown and Pacheco. As long as that defense is out there and as long as Steve Spagnuolo's unit is holding teams to 13 points and doing what they do week to week, they're going to be just fine. And last night, Kyle showed it in the highlight. It came down to a key 4th and 8, and the Saints said, you know what, we're going for it late in the fourth quarter here. We're going to go for it. And look what Spagnuolo does. Sends 8 people at Derek Carr. He throws a nice pass. It's dropped. But this is the entire mindset of this defense, and that's Chamari Connor, who's been a stud. I was at the game last week in L.A. It's Chiefs versus Chargers, and Harbaugh decides, I'm going for it, 4th and 1. Look at the play call. They go here. This is Spag saying, let's get him. Chris Jones comes in. They pressure. And it's an incomplete. The flag was on the Chargers, and the Chiefs would decline it, and they would win the game that way. Their defense is outstanding, so they can make mistakes on offense. They can bobble passes. They can have Carson steal fumbles, and they could still find a way to win. And you know that Butker's going to take care of the rest. I will say this, though. Yeah. We have spent a full week talking about Rashee Rice, his knee. And then it went from, it might be good news. And then I was like, no, guys, it's not going to be, he's not going to play. Like, he can't, that is a serious injury after the operation. So someone needs to step up. Do they go trade to this? Can we say a little something for our guy, Juju Smith-Schuster, who came back yesterday? And Juju was that number one option. Juju was awesome yesterday. Juju was everywhere they need to be. This 50-yard scamper, it silenced a lot of folks. And if you look at the numbers for Juju on the day on a full screen here, you see, if you can get this production out of Juju on a night like this, okay, 8 targets, 7 catches, 130, and then you can get someone else to step up the next night, the next week. Look, if that defense is going to hold teams to under 20 points, or under 25 points even, and you can get a receiver to step up, the Chiefs are going to be just fine. 5-0. If you're a Chiefs fan, you know that last night was their most complete game of the season. And it never felt easy. It never felt like it was a blowout. But that's just how it's going to be this season with the lack of offensive weapons.
You know what? It's an exciting game, too. It was an exciting game, especially when you look at, you know, how they use different personnel groupings. But I want to talk about first Travis Kelce. The demise of Travis Kelce has been greatly exaggerated. Nice. Everyone was saying, you know, because of, you know, Mrs. Swift, you know, Taylor Swift, that he's lost his step and he's out of shape. On concert, he's out of shape. No, he looked good. There's a team that, you know, came into this game, the New Orleans Saints, playing a lot of man. In this game, you saw Travis Kelce eat up a lot of the zone coverage. They came in, played a lot of zone. He sat in those pockets, and he just crushed them. They found him over and over and over again. I loved it. And then he's doing stuff like this. He's showing you, like, I don't know what y'all tripping about. Like, my time will come, and my time is now. So, Travis Kelce, welcome back. Everybody can just calm down. Stop talking about Travis Kelce being over. But I also want to give credit to Andy Reid because we've talked about it here. We've talked about Pacheco being out, Hollywood Brown. We've named all of these injuries that they've had on the Kansas City Chiefs. And you start thinking like, yo, this is legit. This is a real deal.
It's over.
It's over.
Right.
No, it's not. You have Andy Reid doing things that I've never seen before. Before you even roll to the tape. Hold on, stop.
Nope.
Stop, come back.
There we go.
Come back. You have to come back to me. You have to come back to me. All right, I'm going to show you this real quick.
Go on.
As a player, usually when we're talking about personnel, it's 11 personnel. That's the sign. 11 personnel, 12 personnel, 13 personnel, which you rarely see 13 personnel.
What does that mean? What's 13 personnel?
One back, 3 tight ends.
Okay.
One back, 1 tight end, 1 back, 2 tight ends. I saw in this game something I have never seen in my entire life. 14 personnel. Roll the tape.
Wiley came in, number 12.
Tight ends.
4 tight ends.
Great.
I've never seen this in my entire life.
So cool.
Andy Reid, in the month of October, which we know is for Halloween, is out there putting out Frankenstein-type personnel groupings. He said, you know what? That's all right. I don't know any teams carrying 4 tight ends right now. Like, usually you have 3 tight ends, and that third tight end is a special teams guy.
Yeah, field goal team.
4 tight ends?
Plain.
He says, my receivers are gone? No problem. I'll come out with tight ends everywhere. Like, it was Oprah Winfrey. You get a tight end, you get a tight end, and we're going to make sure everybody touches the ball. It was crazy.
Akbar, you know what I'm looking forward to? 15 personnel.
15.
Let's go. Get 5 tight ends. Let's do it.
And none of them have to block. They can all just run their routes. It reminds me of what you said a couple weeks ago about Travis Kelce and warming up your car, which, again, you do not do in Los Angeles properly. It's like it's all cold outside. Akbar saying, I grew up in L.A., I warm up my car. But you said you warm up the engine, and Travis Kelce will get there. Well, it took to week 5, and you feel like now his engine.
Yeah, he's up, and guess what?
Yeah. Oh, back to the breakfast
so
cereal.
soggy
Perfect.
at this point.
He's eating.
I know. Well, you know what? That's like 3
It is kinda
cereals
soggy.
combined. And
This is a
that's what-
Frankenstein mix, yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
the
a
Frankenstein
Igor.
mix. There you go,
Yeah.
the Frankenstein
Yes.
mix. What I love from a TV perspective, and you stuck landing on the highlight, is that they tell the story about how Taylor Swift, star backup dancer, is at the game, and then what happens, Kyle?
We talked about the Chiefs.
Yeah.
It's great. They're the world
great.
champs. They're 5-0. They're
Yep.
in the bye. They won. They won. They won. Now can we talk about Colin Saunders?
Please.
Can we roll the Colin
Please.
Saunders videotape? I know the Saints lost. I don't care. We all won. The United States of America won by this. All right, so you saw this. You know, it was almost a thick 6, whatever you want to call it, big man rolling. I actually thought after he broke this tackle, he was gone.
Yes.
And I was so disappointed. But here's the deal. Chiefs fans not surprised. If you don't know who Colin Saunders is, Chiefs fans do. Drafted by the Chiefs, won 2 Super Bowls with the Chiefs. He's an ex-Chief, but we have to get into this background. So there's a great piece online that Adam Rittenberg wrote for ESPN when the Colin Saunders was coming out. Western Illinois, FCS guy, a high school running back. Troy last night on the call was like, oh, he looks like he's got some running back in him. He did have a running back in him. He was offered to go to college as a running back. Then he gets big, he goes to Western Illinois. Listen how great this is. So at Western Illinois, he was big in the rec basketball courts. Like he would have game and everything like all those big guys think they do. His nickname, according to the piece at Western Illinois, was Fat Kyrie. So he's out there crossing people over and handling. Fat Kyrie was his nickname.
Wow.
And the greatest thing is, this guy has huge personality. This is like a Spice Adams type.
Yeah.
It's Colin Saunders, even though it's spelled, he made look like it's Kalen. His actual Twitter handle is @Colin, not Kalen. This is the kind of personality we're dealing with. And more importantly, here's the kind of physicality. We got next-gen stats on Colin Saunders, and I could not wait to get up this morning to bring them to you. We have the 3rd fastest time by someone over 300 pounds since they started tracking this, all right? 3rd fastest. Like, who's running faster? Well, we're the NFL. We have videotape of those 2 other gentlemen. Can you give me some George Fant in 2018? This gentleman ran faster than Colin Sanders last night. Peter knows it. Here we go. In those crazy green ecto coolers.
Western Kentucky.
He fell down after 6 yards. Peter says Western Kentucky, the Hilltoppers. He falls down, but he was going faster. Peter, here's another one you're going to love. Linval Joseph ran faster than Colin Sanders with the ball.
Give me the gas mask.
Come
Give me
on.
the oxygen mask.
Carson Wentz, who was in the game last night, not technically in the game, but here we go. Peter pulled it immediately. This is the 2018. Big Linval's going to get all the way to the end zone, and people were memeing the hell out of this because why? He had a gas mask, I think an oxygen mask probably, on the sideline just because he needed to breathe. That's okay, Peter. You're trying. I love it. So those guys ran faster than Colin Saunders. But Colin Saunders looked like Deion Sanders. That was unbelievable. I'm so glad he did that. Colin, we love you. We love you.